Welcome to Parable Monday again. Last week, if you remember, we talked about the mustard seed and the yeast and how we can do small things, but then they have big consequences. So the challenge was to consider what is an attitude or behavior that you could change of yours that might have big consequences. So Katina, did you do the challenge this week?
Yeah, so I was having trouble being patient with my kids, and it was having a big consequence at home because when I wasn't patient, then my kids weren't patient. And so I worked really hard this week to be patient. God helped me to really calm down, and my kids were more calm. So that, in some ways, they were calm. we still have challenges, even when God helps us and He comes into our life and works on us, but we still face challenges every day.
Yeah, but God sure promises to help. So this week we have another parable for you, and so Juliet's going to tell you about it, and then some of your friends are going to act it out, so stick around.
So this week's parable comes from Matthew, and in this book, one of Jesus' disciples asked him, "How many times should I forgive someone?" And Jesus told him this story. He told the story of a master who had a servant who owed him millions of dollars. And the master came to the servant and said, "You have to pay up." And the servant said, "I don't have any money, please forgive me." And he just really he asked for forgiveness, and the master said, "You know what, okay, I forgive you, you don't have to pay me back." Well, that servant went off, all excited, but then he ran into someone who owed him money. And the person who owed him money only owed him a few dollars, nothing like $1 million. But the servant said, "You have to pay me back, you have to pay me back." And he wouldn't forgive the guy who owed him money, and he made this servant go to jail. Well, some other servants saw that, and they told the master, and the master came to him and said, "Why wouldn't you forgive the man who owed you money when I forgave you of all the money that you owed me?" And because he hadn't forgiven him, he had him thrown into jail.
You owe me lots of money now.
I don't have any.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Oh, it's okay.
You owe me 5.70 cents. I don't have it. You're a bad man. You have to go to jail. Ow.
So that was cute, the kids playing the parts for us. But the point of the story is that God has forgiven us so much. He has forgiven us $1 million trillion worth of sins in our lives. And other people, they have sinned against us, and it's not even as much as how much God has forgiven us. So we can forgive other people. So the challenge this week is to think if you can forgive someone in your life. Now, the Bible doesn't say you have to forget, but it says to forgive and let your heart become soft and let go of what it was. But you can still be cautious and careful, but you can show love and forgiveness in your heart.